Hey guys, Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. So what I want to do here on Monday is really get the BTC Turk situation rounded up and give everybody my final perspective on this situation and how the situation affects burning on-chain versus off-chain and the big confusion between all of this. So what I want to do quickly is remove one very heavy coincidence that's going around at the moment, and one of these coincidences is the AVAX funds that were 1.97 million that was in the LFG guard. Now there is a rumor going around that the AVAX involved with the BTC Turk hack is that AVAX, and what I can do here in this video is specifically confirm that this is not the case, although there is a heavy coincidence and it's very close to 1.97 million. It's 1.96 million. Once again, very close. And what I've done is gone to the LFG system. I've grabbed the new address from where the AVAX was moved to the new address. This has all been done publicly, and as we can see, that AVAX is still sat in that wallet and there's been no transactions since it was all moved around 10 to 12 days ago. We can see one transaction 12 days ago and another one 10 days ago. So that rules out the heavy coincidence that the AVAX funds are linked into the BTC Turk situation. So what I want to do is really break this down in points, and what we need to do is get a timeline on the situation as it unfolded. So let's go to this announcement from BTC Turk, and this is the official announcement that is the most updated and gives us the most accurate timeline for the information that we have available. So on June 22nd, 2024, due to a cyber attack that resulted in unauthorized withdrawals on the BTC Turk crypto platform, our initial detection was shared with our users on the same day at 1:05 p.m. via our website and the BTC crypto application. As developments related to this issue occur, we will continue to inform our users through the same channels. Our users can contact us through BTC Turk support channels. So as we can see here, the first report goes out at 1:05. So now what I want to do is go over to the next announcement, which was released at around, I think it is specifically 2:20. So this is the next announcement that drops after that. So we've got a timeline as to when this started. So now what I want to do is go to the BTC Turk hot wallet, and I want to explain to people that there is a very thin line between what's on chain and what's off chain. And what has happened here is a very good example to explain to people that all of these different CEXs that are supposedly off chain are all using our wallet systems, right? So when you see Binance making transactions, is that happening on a Terra wallet? Yes. So is it on chain? Yes. What is the difference with Binance? Well, we whitelisted their entire system, so they're nullified from that supposed burn tax that doesn't actually supposedly affect them, but it does, and that's why they benefit so greatly. So the reason why we saw such a significant amount of coins burn is because of the significant amount of coins that miraculously just started coming out of nowhere. And BTC Turk is primarily a BTC exchange that deals with Turkish citizens. You need to KYC, you need to prove that you are a citizen of Turkey to get on that exchange. So what we can see here is, and what I've done is started from the first transactions on the 22nd, which is when the hack went down itself. So if we say to ourselves, they put out the detection announcement at 1:05 p.m, then a further announcement at 2:15. Okay. The first big movements in this wallet happen at around 3 a.m. And we're talking 325 billion LUNC leaves this wallet, followed by a further 40 billion LUNC leaving that wallet. And then throughout that duration of time, what we're seeing here is a significant loading up of this wallet, right? All the way until the point, I think, of around 7, 8 a.m. here. We see another 29 billion leave this wallet. So once again, loading up the wallet, another 19 billion goes out at around 8:30 a.m. Loading up the wallet again, still loading up the wallet, another 7 billion goes out. Still loading up the wallet, 1.7 billion, then a further 1.4 billion goes out, followed by a further 3.7 billion. Still loading up throughout this whole time for a final 6.5 billion to leave this wallet. So altogether, that leaves us at around 434 billion LUNC that has been shuffled around. And what I would say is someone who is a hacker probably wouldn't go from A to Z to B. They would just go from A to B. Why would you load up all of these funds that you've somehow got access to and then send them to the BTC Turk hot wallet to send them off to Binance, where you know that they're going to get frozen, where you have zero access to them? For me, it makes zero sense that all of this ended up on Binance. And what's even more interesting is the extra 130-ish billion coins they magicked out of nowhere. So what I would say to people is, this is a very good example as to the burn tax really affecting a consistent amount of areas, and that every exchange, unless they are whitelisted, is using our wallet infrastructure. They are all utilizing our address system, regardless of it using and utilizing a memo, right? They're still using on-chain technology, which is why we see all of these transactions, right? And is why 6 billion LUNC burned. So what I would say is, moving forward, right, that if this was 1.2%, it would have been a considerable amount more. You would have been talking over 10 billion. And that's a considerable amount just to burn from what is clearly not a hack. And the reason why I say this is, you wouldn't send it to Binance. You just wouldn't send it to Binance. And the whole situation that surrounds these four wallets being two exchanges is that between BTC Turk and Binance, since the crash, they've moved the equivalent of 20 trillion LUNC. They've moved the total supply more than twice, just between themselves. So where are all of these coins coming from? How did they have the ability to flood their hot wallet with so many extra coins? And although they had a considerable amount extra in that wallet, it still leaves us in a situation, doesn't it, where we would say to ourselves, where did all of the extra come from? So if you are using LUNC Dash and you're using the balance system, you can come on and you can get a chart view and you can zoom in. And if we look, there's quite a consistent flat line in this area for some time until eventually we see these coins all plonk outwards. But once again, right, even if we go back and we say, okay, that's a very consistent amount that they've had, where did all of the rest come from? Why was the hacker dumping everything into the hot wallet to send it somewhere else? And why Lunar Classic? And more importantly, right, why wasn't it sent to a system like Tornado Cash? Why send it to Binance where you know it's going to get frozen, where the people behind the CEX are very active? They're one of the most renowned CEXs in the sector. Why would they do this? Now, something for everybody to ponder here at the end, and I've seen a few people pick up on this, is the situation that actually surrounds these coins now. So if there are 434 billion coins, which is almost 500 billion coins, have made their way to Binance, they're now frozen, right? Let's say, for example, they can't reverse the transaction. There's no way for BTC Turk to ever get that LUNC back. Nothing can be done. It just has to sit there on Binance and never ever be touched again. Well, those coins have therefore burned. This puts us in a very, very nice situation where we've got a good amount of burning from this, and there's possibly a huge positive on the horizon if they can't reverse all of this. And what I want to say to everybody is, look at what happened with Terraport. Were they able to reverse all of those transactions? Nope. So that leaves us with this situation where I would say, are they going to be able to do it with BTC Turk funds? And if they do, I'd be very interested to know how they've managed to do it with BTC Turk funds, but not with Terraport funds. And this would then lead me to another question and another video asking, how tied in are Binance to BTC Turk? Considering it's a BTC exchange, considering it doesn't really deal with a huge user base, considering it primarily deals with Turkish citizens, and it's ranked, I think, between 70 and 80 on the CEX list. The volume's not that great. It's not that high. Why have they got all of this? Why have they moved so much? Why is the history so great? Now, for me, right, I would sit there and I would say to myself, this adds into the bigger theory that Binance is up to something strange, whatever it may be. And the weirdest thing is this has all happened around a time when there's a lot happening for the Luna Classic chain. For example, there's going to be a lot of USTC that is just simply removed from the total and circulating supply, and that leaves us in a situation where we possibly could repeg USTC and all of the stable quants that come with it. So these are all different things to ponder. I thought this was really interesting. What I'll be looking forward to is getting an official status report and more or less a breakdown of exactly what happened when the first hack funds went out, so we can get an exact timeline on these events, what went where, what has been hacked, what hasn't been hacked. But I think really what is most important here is, what do you think about all of this? Do you think this plays into Binance's kind of narrative that they're pushing? Does this play into the burn? Do you think this is a situation where we should now raise the burn tax, understand that all of these CXs are going to be using our wallet infrastructure because we're a layer 1 blockchain, so they have no choice in the burn tax? And what I want to say to everybody at the end here is, I have been told that Binance doesn't care about the burn tax going from 0.2 to 1.2% or 1.2% to 0.5%, as long as they're being told what's happening in advance and they have time to go in and alter all of their systems, adjust things. They've supported every update previous to this one. We've done way worse things. So these are all things that I'm starting to more or less take in and think about a lot more in depth. So just here at the end, something I have noticed is people saying, Jay, you were very burn negative. No, you're quite burn positive. And it's just, our environment changes around us all of the time. Things change. We're going into the bull run. The price of LUNC is going down. The market's dumping. This is leaving a lot of opportunities for people to load up. And people are going to use and utilize the blockchain technology regardless. These CEXs are going to move coins regardless. We should profit and prosper off of it as much as we can, because these busy times aren't going to be here all of the time. So these are all things that we should take into account. But let me know what you think about all of this. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And other than that, beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.